Plumper Pumpkin Patch is less than 3 weeks away from opening for the season, packing in plenty of fall family fun.
We'll be open with fresh donuts and roasted corn.
But that's not why owner Jim Kessinger was out in the field on Monday.
Back there you see some damage.
He and meteorologists with the National Weather Service were out surveying the mess left behind from an EF0 tornado that touched down here Sunday night.
From Kansas, and so I've seen a few tornadoes, and so that looked like a tornado to me. And I keep watching them for a while, and then I see there's a little bit of rotation on them, and there's a draw, there's an upwelling of air.
There was some damage to the barn. A tent was mangled in the front yard, and more than a dozen of these solar panels were ripped off. But it was the mark that the twister left on the corn maze that helped them determine that it was indeed a tornado.
But there's certainly damage in the crops here that indicate there was certainly some type of swirling in the damage.
So it's kind of interesting how localized some of the damage in the corn maze was, and then in the corn maze you see some going one direction, and then right next to it it's going the other direction, and so that's a sign of a swirl there.
Photos of the storm popped up all over social media, which has become an essential tool for the National Weather Service.
Especially when we get reports in real time while we're watching the radar, it's extremely helpful to have those eyes on the ground.
The National Weather Service says Oregon and Washington average about 4 tornadoes a year. While they aren't necessarily common, this serves as a reminder for storm preparedness.
We always urge people to take protective action because you just don't know how strong it's going to be. So if you're in the area of that tornado warning, get to the innermost room of your house or get to your basement and take protective action because that could save your life.
Kessinger doesn't know the exact cost of the damage yet, but estimates it could be around $10,000. What really bothers him, though, is what the twister did to his corn maze.
I'm really bummed about that. That's my best corn maze ever, biggest corn maze ever. So we'll roll with it. That's all we can do, right?
And that pumpkin patch will open on time. That is going to happen on Saturday, September 28th. So you can still expect a corn maze here, pumpkin patch, a lot of fun things to do. And as the rain starts to pick up again, we do want to mention that earlier today, the National Weather Service did tell us that there were no damage reports in Vancouver. That's where the other funnel cloud was spotted yesterday. They do not believe that a tornado touched down there. And as we mentioned, tornadoes not terribly common here in the Pacific Northwest, but they do happen. So yesterday's twister serves as a reminder that everyone should have a plan on what to do if they find themselves in a tornado warning area. And you can also always keep up to date with the latest on your phone. National Weather Service tweets out really great up-to-date information, and you can always get the latest on our KGW app. Back to you.
Brittany, thank you for the report, and thanks for standing in some rain to give it to us. Appreciate it.
Let's bring in